everybody. I'm headed into training and coaching today, so just wanted to talk a little bit about training, my own training, and also the kind of stuff my students are doing. So we have the holidays coming up, which means that for some of my students, they're going to be training a lot more. So there's going to be full day camps. They're going to start at 8 in the morning, have a lunch break, and then train till about 5 p.m. And of course, there's always a few people that go on holiday. But sort of with that in mind, we've also come off a pretty hard training period. We've had a lot of tournaments, but we've also been training almost twice a day, pretty much non-stop for the last while. So last night's training and today's training, just sort of swapped it up a bit for them. Did a lot more sort of fun stuff and then gym work. So played box game with some restrictions, so no flick serves, net rolls count, all that sort of fun stuff. Then played some like straight box, cross box, full half, and some full court play, and just sort of want them moving, want them hitting shuttles, but want to keep the intensity a little bit lower, and then afterwards spend some time in the gym, just doing some strength work. Kind of lowered the amount of cardio and intervals, so it's a lot more strength work, and then just shorter intervals and a few less intervals than in previous sessions. Sort of taking the load off a little bit this week, and then a little bit this weekend as well, before the really hard training starts, and then in January sort of have a bunch more tournaments coming along. And I say that because it's very easy to get into a routine of training where it's always the same, and then you just lower the intensity of it before a tournament and you call that good enough. But there's a lot more to it than that, and so part of what a coach's job is looking at the big picture and knowing the ebb and flow and understanding where our bodies are at and how much people can train, when they need to recover more, all that sort of fun stuff. And then for my own training, I'm in a little bit of a different period of time. So I don't have any tournaments coming until the end of January, February-ish. So my training is really ramping up. So sets are a bit longer, the encore is a bit more intense, lifting heavier and more reps in the gym. Also doing a lot more Zone 2 training on the bike. Just trying to make sure the body's working hard, mind's fresh, intensity's high. Because for me, things are a bit different. I'm not coming off a super hard training period. I had, my last tournament was the beginning of December, so I've had some time. As well as knowing that I had some family stuff going on, so I wasn't training as much sort of in end of November, beginning of December. So adapting that way. Because we always have a plan, but we also have to adapt to our life situations and the way things unfold. So doing that for my own training. So a lot of my training right now is a lot of 2-on-1 work, and that could be something as simple as sort of going 1 minute on, 30 seconds, 15 seconds off, maybe 10, 12 sets, where I'm just attacking or just defending. Also doing some stuff where maybe we start with a sort of a long rally, so no full attack allowed. Of course, the intensity tempo needs to be high during the rally, but it's a lot more neutral play, quick pushes, drop shots, stick smashes, and it's only after a period of time that one player can attack. So sort of trying to build that good rally sense and trying to set up well for the attack, and then once the attack starts, giving sort of a restriction to the attacking player that they need to try to finish within 5 shots or something like that, so that the setup for the attack is really good, and making sure that the attack itself is well played and the follow-up is well played. So lots of work like that, where it's a lot more longer sets, longer rallies, more intensity for myself. So that's always fun. And that's the part of coaching that I really enjoy is figuring all that fun stuff out. And if you work with me through the Badminton Mastery Program, you know that that's a lot of what I do. I look at when you're playing tournaments, when you're on holiday, what your work schedule is like, and try to build training around that so that forward progress can happen. If you don't work with me, that's a lot of what we do. So if that interests you, hit me up. Let me know how your training's going, what phase you're in, what you're working on, all that fun stuff. Cheers.